Dreams. We all have dreams from the right conditions, hormones, and subconscious. So today, I'm going to tell you about my dreams, but only 2 dreams and my first sleep paralysis. I have some stories about my dreams, but one story sticks out the most. In a dream, I was in my school, but half of the school was a giant swimming pool. There was a crocodile, a shark, a gorilla, and a lion in the pool. The lion started chasing me and my friends around the school, so I climbed up this strange-looking pole, but then the lion slowly turned its head to me and started going for me. I sadly had to kick the lion down and defeat it. As I let out a single teardrop, I hear war bells going off. I grabbed one of the people rushing to the pool, and they said, "We're raising the water in the pool to fight the animals." So I joined in the preparation. There's a shop in my school for some reason, so I grabbed 2 laser guns, but they were just toys. I could only hit things with the guns. But I look to my left and see 2 metal laser guns with 2 cords connecting to a battery. I thought to myself before swapping out my weapon. I could have used a laser gun like a mace. I rushed into combat and the pool starts flooding. The gorilla ran away. The shark died from drowning on land. But the crocodile started fighting everyone. After fighting the crocodile, we defeated it before we defeated the gorilla. Defeated all the animals, and we heard metal gates rising from the front entrance of our school. But turns out, we're in a giant submarine, and there was a megalodon trying to kill us. And after discovering there was a megalodon outside, we hid in one of the locker rooms that was pretty much making up the entire submarine. We tossed and turned in the locker rooms to keep us, in the locker, so we don't fall into the water because there was a massive hole in the floor from the water. Until the shark was gone for now, and we left the room. Entering a new room and seeing another class using bricks to make a wall higher to keep a tiger from climbing over. We argue about what to do next until these gray people burst into the room, so we fight them. But one of them grabs me, and then just then the megalodon literally tears through the floor and drags us down. But somehow I defeated the Meg without drowning or anything, and swam back to the surface and sit on an island. This next dream was the weirdest, but it's also how I learned to fly. In this dream, I was being chased by none other than the Minecraft wooden for some reason. And as I was getting chased on these floating platforms, that's when I looked down. I see an image of Batman on the floor of the maze. This is getting weird already. But I jumped off and started flying like Iron Man, learning how to fly in my dreams. And speaking of lucid dreams, I figured out how to do it pretty fast and totally didn't do anything bad in my lucid dreams. I also had a dream where I was getting chased through the woods by the Hulk, exploring my neighborhood with my friends and getting kidnapped by Slender Man, and then getting chased in a loop of Minecraft parkour by this weird-looking iron golem. And now, time for my sleep paralysis incident. One night, I was struggling to go to bed. Just having a good night's sleep. When I wake up, completely frozen, as I frantically look around the room, seeing a shadow figure climbing on my walls and running around. After a while, the beast turns to me and literally stands on the edge of my bed, staring me down with, these crazy-looking eyes. The beast turned to dust as I sit there from a breaking back to reality. I looked at the time and it was only 6 o'clock, so I went to sleep like nothing happened. Pretty standard sleep paralysis stuff. Those were all the times I had a dream that burned themselves into my brain. But now I need to go. Tune in next time, for this is all the time I have for today. So goodbye, ladies and gentlemen, and I hope you have a good day.